Hello everyone, Tanner Bell here with makersgonnalearn.com, your die cutting community. We are so excited for today's video because we are going to be sharing with you guys how to change out your Scotch ATG gun the right way. We've had so many questions from our members in the community, our friends on the YouTube channel saying, Tanner, I love the ATG gun, but how the heck do I replace my adhesive in it? And let me tell you, for someone that has had one for over a decade now, it takes some practice and you will get frustrated a few times, but we are going to walk through it together so that we all are able to master it, because I have a few tips and tricks that I think are going to really help you when it comes to replacing the ATG gun and refilling it with the adhesive. Now, before we jump into it, I want to share with you guys, there are so many different cartridges that you can get for your Scotch Advanced Tape Glider, which is what ATG stands for if you guys did not already know. This one right here is from Scotch. I prefer getting these now that I know that you can actually get these at Michael's and use your 40% off coupon. We use this one right here, that is the permanent ATG refill, because it is actually for paper crafting. And that's what we use our ATG gun for mainly here at Makers Gonna Learn. There are other ones that are for metal and wood, and let me tell you, that one is strong as can be. I don't really recommend it for us crafters. But what I want to let you guys know, if you're in a pinch, if you don't want to, pick this up, if you don't have a Michael's and you're looking for other alternatives, you can test out some generic ones. Now, a lot of them have acid in it, so you want to make sure you're getting an acid-free because that would actually yellow your paper projects throughout the years. So you want to be very careful to make sure you find something acid-free, which the Scotch brand is, but you can get 12 to 20 rolls very affordably on eBay, Amazon, places like that. But here at Makers Gonna Learn, we pick these up when we go to Michael's, use that 40% off coupon, and it works really well. And that's how you know you're getting the best adhesive. So we'll have all of this linked down below for you guys to check out if you need it, whether you want to pick up one or not. This is a very affordable adhesive solution, and I love having this for all of my paper projects, so I think you guys will like it too. But let's go ahead and jump into replacing the ATG gun. All right, guys, so first things first is you're gonna have your ATG gun. You're actually just gonna wanna pull right here. There's this little indentation. So you're just gonna pull that up and you're gonna open the ATG gun. Now, one thing to note is that yours is going to be used up. Hopefully, we're just going to have to use this because this is the one we have for today. So what we're going to do at this part is we're actually going to remove all of the adhesive. Now, before we do that, I want to kind of just explain how everything works. So if you press this, it's actually going to be able to let you glide the adhesive, but if you don't, it's locked right there. So this right here is capturing all of the film that has been used. This right here is making sure you have everything in place for that fresh adhesive to go through. And then what people get really tripped up on is how the adhesive goes. So you want to make sure the sticky side is right here, so it's going down. And then on this part, the sticky side is going down and then going up. So I highly recommend pausing the video and screenshotting this if you are getting frustrated replacing your ATG gun, because this right here is very important. Sticky side is down and it goes down and then wraps around back up. So how you know it should be good is you should be able to put your finger right here after you're done and it be sticky, okay? So what we're going to do, since we have some adhesive right here, we're actually gonna rip this. So you won't need to, you'll actually just wanna pop it out here. So you would just pop it out. So that's what we'll do, just to follow along like you guys would. So you will take this and then wrap it. So we'll pretend this is, used up. So it'll just be this cartridge right here. You'll place it there. And then you're going to have this right here. Now you just want to go ahead and open this. So just, move it to the right, just about a ½ inch, and then lift up. So right here, you're going to see the adhesive is all right here, and there shouldn't be any because this is all used. So what you're going to do is pull this out, just like so. Now, why this is sticky, as you guys can see, is because this is part of my trick to make sure that your ATG gun is flawless for the entire duration of the roll. So that's what we're about to talk about. So this right here can just be simply tossed to the side. You will not need that any longer. And I like that they kind of have a little graphic on here as well. So it lets you know that it's going to spin this way. So what we're going to do is we'll reuse the roll that we started with, or actually for us today, we're going to start with that brand new one. So we're just going to open this because I want to make sure you guys know exactly how to do this like we do from beginning to end. So you take this right here, you're going to have one, make sure to remove the plastic, and then you're going to have this piece just like so. So you want to lift this up and you want to place it down. Now this is the only time that I kind of get tripped up to make sure that it's going the right way. So just like this, your adhesive will be on this edge right here. You can kind of pull it to make sure, and come to find out it's actually on this side. So you want to make sure you flip it down. So your pattern right here is going down, and then you're going to want to snap it in place. And you should feel a little snap, and you want to make sure it's under right here. So you feel that snap. If you ever need to take it out, you pull it and pull up. So anyway, so you can feel the adhesive. Again, you're going to have it go down and then circle back up. So it is now going to thread up this way. It's actually going to touch your roll. And then you want this little sticky piece that's on the end of the roll. It's actually a crucial part of the team because you're actually going to use it to stick to this black piece right here, and then you can tighten it. Okay, so you tighten that up right there. You guys can see it's nice and stuck. And then how to make sure it is working well is you can hold the button and you can kind of just pull this right here and see how it's doing. So then you pulled it a little. If there's any excess adhesive pieces, you can grab it. I can touch my hand right here and see that it is sticky, but you want to make sure it's nice and taut. So like right here, this needs to be moved up a little. You can tighten this a tad bit before you go, and then you should be almost good to go. You can feel right here your adhesive is there, and then you can take, a piece, and we're going to test it out on the back of the packaging. But before we do so, we're going to take this right here and close it. So we're going to push this down and then, tilt it again so it's locked on there. We're going to close it, and then you can take a piece of paper and kind of test out the adhesive. Sometimes it's going to get stuck up here. That is totally normal when the adhesive is like that. So just take it and run it again. And as you guys can see, it's working beautifully. And then the adhesive is on anything that you put it. One thing I love about the ATG gun is that you get so much adhesive for the price that you're paying. Once you buy the ATG gun, which is a little over $20, the refills are very affordable, and you're going to have great adhesive. It's a lot more cost effective than buying the little tiny ones when you only get a few yards. When this, you're getting a lot more. So that is how easy it is to be able to change your ATG gun. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them down below, but truly it is this simple. All right, my friends, it is that easy to be able to change out your ATG gun. Is it not amazing? I love being able to have this ATG gun. There is quite a bit of thought that goes into changing it out, but honestly, pause the video, follow each step right along. If you run into any issues, go back and try that step again. A big thing when I'm loading mine is that the adhesive gets stuck. So again, just like it was when it happened to me, you'll want to remove that adhesive and try again. It's all about trial and error when it comes to the ATG gun, and I wanted you guys to know exactly how we do it and kind of sometimes the errors that we run into as we're changing our ATG gun. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel, and if you are not already a member to our die cutting community, be sure to check it out at the first link down below, where you get access to over 3,000 digital cut files, complimentary free courses for members, and so much more. Have a great one, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.